15 more seconds. We're gonna hear us in there because they're clapping. Welcome everybody to Kick the Media. This is your host Josh DeCo, and I got one co-host in the house,
Kamar Star,
as well too. Welcome to Phone Tag News, which is what our show is called on Kick the Media because we also got two new shows. So as you said, Kumar's in the house and Josh is in the house. Unfortunately, Kay is not in the house. She has some obligations, I guess we can say, right? Right, obligations.
Yes, she does. But we're back. It's been what, 2 weeks?
It's been a while since we've been back. That's for sure.
We got caught up with other stuff. Other work situations and whatnot. But we're back. So let you guys know what's going on in the city of Windsor.
And then also, you got your podcast coming up soon, hopefully tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, right? Your sports newscast, or
Hopefully we'll start tomorrow. If not, we'll start Monday morning. I gotta get a little more research, and I want to go in, not knowing what's going on. Cause I was this weekend I was watching, because like the March Madness, everything's happening. So I'm gonna start the podcast, the sports thing. I'm gonna start off with like local sports. So basically, we'll bring in all the support Windsor sports teams, Windsor Express, Windsor Spitfires. You know what I mean? Then the March break Madness is starting up. The college basketball NCAA, so we talk about what's going on there. So like my sports segment is gonna start off with a smaller group of sports teams, localized, and the March Madness, and then I'll get to the NHL, the NBA, the MLB, and all other sports league. But right now I'm gonna start off local and just take my time from there.
Yeah. Do you have any other goals for that podcast?
Well, eventually, after the show kicks off, and I get more into it. I want to eventually go live and get people to come on to it and talk more about try to get certain sports players to come on. You know what I mean? If I can and whatnot, and do it like that. But I'm gonna take it right one step at a time and just do it normally. And just let you guys fill you guys on what's going on. The stats, who's winning what, playoff situations. More sports stuff. Plays of the day, plays of the week.
Okay. Oh, thank you. So, we have been gone for a few weeks due to health reasons for some of us and whatnot. Unfortunately, back on Family Day, I got into a car accident. Yeah.
Yeah, we both did. It happens.
But you know what? At least we're alive.
Alive and kicking.
So, to our viewers who do watch our show, since this is the 11th episode, we'll be doing it regularly with more episodes. But we're going to make sure that we have content so we have 3 shows now. We have this show, which is Phone Tag News. We have What's That Smell or What's That Taste, I believe.
What's that taste?
What's That Taste? And then we have yours, which is...
I don't have a name for it yet.
I thought we already had a name for it. You can't just say, oh, well, we're going to have...
Those are names that you sent me that day? I thought those are the topics you want me to put on the... You know what I mean? I remember the names, But I my sports name, I don't know,
So, most of you haven't been able to access our website, and that's currently in the process of actually getting fixed. So, man. Alright, so let's go to some news topics here. I'm just trying to share the link, is what I was actually trying to do. I don't know if it's going to let me share this link. Let's see. Oh, well, it did let me. Let's see if it let me do it. Sorry, guys. So, like I said, we're going to have our regular shows back on Kick the Media. So, come on, listen, enjoy. So, on to our first topic here. I think Kumar is going to enjoy it. So, we were on one of our episodes a while back ago. We were talking about the Kingsville fire chief. Was brought up in the news and CBC, the Windsor Star, Remember the Kingsville fire chief? How you?
Yes, I do.
Remember, I don't know if you recall, but the charges were getting dropped.
Yeah.
Man, that is hot. You are right.
Damn straight, bro.
Damn, that's hot. So the charges were supposed to get dropped, right? Well, now apparently, according to the Windsor Star, to Dawson Chan from the research that I read on the article on this, is basically there was actually 17 sexual assault charges involving 8 males. Most of those are going to be dropped, from my understanding. However, there's a verdict on April 10th, according to the OPP, is scheduled for another court appearance on April 10th.
Okay.
He's facing sexual interference carries a maximum penalty of 14 years in prison. The minimum is 1 year. So he is getting accused of 2 new charges in sexual assaults and sexual interference.
So the other 8 people...
The other 17 are basically getting dropped.
There were 17 charges?
Yeah, are getting dropped.
So the people, they didn't want him there.
Testimony
didn't fall out. It was
something like that. But now there's 2 other witnesses that are coming forward with more evidence, and he gets out of jail on April 6th and goes back, or not jail, court on April 6th and goes back to court on April 10th again, 4 days later. Hey, you better quit that.
It's crazy. Yeah.
So I just think that's pretty messed up.
That is crazy because in his mind he's thinking, you know what, everything's getting dropped. He's good to go. You know what I mean? All allegations against him, you know what I mean, were false and everything. And then somebody comes up with 2 more charges and says they have proof and stuff for him. It's just making his life a living hell. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because at the end of the day, if that proof doesn't hold up in court, you know, if he went to court for all this, obviously he had to go to prove himself, make sure prove himself innocent. You know what I mean? Because like he said, he didn't do it. You know what I mean? A lot of people believe him. I don't know him like that. I don't even know. So, but at the end of the day,
What?
If he never did anything that anybody is alleged charging him with, and then somebody out of the blue comes up again now with more proof, you know what I'm saying? If they have proof about it, then it's just like someone's out to get him, or did he really do it? These are the questions that you have to ask yourself.
Well, they could have set him up as well too, right?
Yeah,
you never know.
Somebody's out to get him. It's like, so he must have did wrong to somebody, and that person's holding a grudge against him, and they're trying to find every way possible to out the man, you know what I mean, for something he never did.
So with that being said, I think it was yesterday on the 401 eastbound, I believe, there was a pedestrian crossing the 401.
What?
Why you would cross on the 401, I have no clue. Who would want to cross in front of the 401?
That is madness.
Right?
Like how you gonna try to run across the 401? Cars are coming at 100 miles per hour, and you're gonna try to cross the 401. Obviously, you're gonna cause the car to get scared and turn this way, turn that way, and something's gonna happen on the highway. You be on the highway crossing. Where were you going? Where were you coming from? How did you get on the side of the highway to cross the highway? That's what you have to ask yourself too. That's crazy. That's madness, yo.
Right. So with that being said, with the 401, the pedestrian, it was actually the provincial police, and it actually happened on Friday morning around 10:50 a.m. Westbound, actually, it was a truck that was going. The OPP would not release the age or gender of the pedestrian, the exact severity of the injuries, and so on and so forth.
So the pedestrian got clipped?
We got clipped, but why are you walking on the 401? Come on.
Oh my God.
Don't you think there should be some common sense in that?
Damn straight, man. At least wait until it's clear. If you know you have to get crossed, wait until it's clear. Because there's point in times in the day where you might see 1 or 2 cars coming, then seeing a whole bunch of cars coming. You know what I mean? You better take your chance of 1 or 2 cars and take a chance with 10 or 15 cars. You know what I mean? Like I said, they're coming fast. For them to slow down, they're gonna pile accident in the back of them. You know what I mean? They slow down, cars hit them, and you eventually you're gonna still get injured because the cars are still gonna come towards you at a full speed because they got hit.
Yep.
So, oh man, I don't even know what to say, man. But the person never died though.
Well, we don't know yet, right? So.
Jesus Christ. That's crazy. I don't know what to say, man.
Okay, so this was an interesting article that I was reading. So I don't know if you remember. I think we talked about this, maybe not. But do you remember how on Kingsville by the hospital how the abortion signs,
Yes.
people with all that. So way back when, don't give me correct on the dates. The hospital had the choice to apply to the province, which is called a bubble zone.
Okay.
So even though it's not on hospital property, they can't protest. The hospital never applied for that bubble zone protection.
Okay.
So basically, a couple weeks back ago, anti-abortion activists, there were two females who went public. I think CBC covered it. That they want to get this enforced because if somebody is going through this for an abortion, they shouldn't be demonized or whatever, right? So they had to get so many petitions or whatever to get this done. And from what I've understood from reading the article, is basically the hospitals they've had a board meeting, they sat down, they've thought about they are going to apply for it. I haven't really fully read this article, but as of Thursday, they had a petition with 1,800 signees.
But how would the people that are protesting abortion kills babies, how would people know that the person that's going to the hospital is going to get an abortion?
They don't.
It means they just stop random people that are pregnant to go into the hospital?
Yeah.
And tell them that if you're going to get abortion, abortion is bad, don't get it?
Basically, but they're in the front, right? So they don't know which people have come in, which people have gone out, who's getting. They don't have access to that type of information.
But like I said, they can see the person going in and they're pregnant, and when they're coming out, they're not pregnant. You get what I'm saying to you? Because remember, when they're walking into the hospital, they can see the person and they can see the person's belly and all that stuff. And okay, that person's pregnant. And when they're walking out now, they're not pregnant after they have the procedure.
But it depends on how many weeks they are too, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But yeah, that's true.
Because I believe you have to, I think 32 weeks.
That's true. That's my fault.
I think it's up to 32 weeks.
I think no. Is it? I think it's 3 months the latest.
Well, you know what? We have technology and we can use Google. I don't think that's copyrighted to say that we're allowed to use Google, so let's Google it. Abortion. Latest Canada.
20 weeks.
Where does it say that? Where do you see that? Oh, right here. 20 weeks.
So 5 months? Up to 5 months.
Wow.
Basically, the baby's already a baby, basically, then. 5 months? What's this?
I don't know how I feel about that.
That's what I'm saying. Now, the way you're saying it, because if you wait up until the 5th month to have an abortion, you're killing the baby now. You know what I mean? Because the baby's well past the halfway mark, of the development stage and being from the embryo or whatever and coming up, you know what I mean? Ain't no small little fetus anymore. It's actual baby with arms and legs, you know what I mean? Like, now you're gonna murder that. Like,
now you're gonna murder that.
I don't know, man. In my mind, like, I know sometimes accident, you get pregnant, even though you use protection, you know what I mean? And it breaks, you know what I mean? And you have the choice, you know what I mean? You'd be a mother or, you know what I mean? You start thinking, oh, if I have a baby now, you can't do the things you're supposed to do in your life and to slow your life down. And some people say it's going to ruin your life. It really doesn't ruin your life. It makes you a better person, you know what I mean? Like, you have that kid and you want to have the kid and you end up having the baby, you know what I mean? Then at the end of the day, it makes you a better person. You know what I mean? It's like you realize, okay, yeah, I had a kid. I missed out on a lot of my teenagehood. You know what I mean? I couldn't do this and that, but I got somebody here that resembles me. You know what I mean? Somebody that can carry on my name. Somebody I can love. You know what I mean? Like even if you doing it by yourself. You know what I mean? For you to go to your abortion,